Expressing your emotions is healthier than venting. When you label an emotion as negative and therefore deny it in yourself, what often happens is that the emotion itself becomes suppressed and trapped in your subconscious. The emotion won't go away until we've channeled it in a way that we need to channel it, which means that it might fester until it finds other ways to be expressed. Let's use the example here of thirst. If you're thirsty, you wouldn't stop being thirsty just because you tell yourself that you weren't thirsty or that it was wrong to be thirsty. It's the same with anger. Your anger is telling you that there's something you need to do about a boundary that's being threatened in some way. With high emotional literacy, you can understand what the sensation is telling you about and what you need to do, and then you can channel it into a healthy response where you can take responsibility by taking action. With a low emotional literacy, you might just express the anger to the other person, venting without skillful communication, and therefore dependent on the other person to solve the problem for you. Let me give you a concrete example of this. So just imagine that there are two toddlers and they're playing with a toy. One of them becomes frustrated with the other because he feels that they're dominating the game, decides to hit the other. They both start crying very loudly. In this scenario, both are experiencing anger and both are venting their anger. The first toddler, the one who became frustrated, was unable to channel the gentle anger of his frustration into communication with the other one in a way that would help them to get what they wanted. The second toddler, the one who's been hit, is unable to channel his anger to resolve or to remove himself from the situation. Their loud venting cries are a signal to the outside world that they need help in solving their problem. If you translate this into an adult scenario, imagine a couple who are deciding where to go on their next holiday together. One of them is dominating the conversation and dismissing all the suggestions of the other, who then lashes out. An argument begins with lots of shouting and lots of door slamming. As in the case of the two toddlers, the two adults are not using their anger to guide the conversation into a negotiation of needs and reciprocity. They are venting. In the same way as the toddlers, their loud shouts are an unskilled way of trying to get their needs met. A much healthier approach would be to communicate their individual needs and work together to get their needs met.